Hey everyone, this is Mugen FK7. I decided I'm just going to do a POV drive of my Civic Hatchback, simply because I've never done it before, and also specifically because I want to show you guys how the car looks like at night. So just cruising at near 70 miles an hour with only 20% throttle. This is how loud the car is. Keep in mind I have a Catless Downpipe, but I'm also on the stock Type R exhaust. You can see the white lights are from stock. However, if you look at my footing, I have red lights over there that I got myself, and also have red strips that I put on the center console as well. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna record a couple more minutes of me driving around, and if you guys are ever curious to see how my setup exactly sounded like, especially with the CVT transmission, this is your clip. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention the car also is a little bit rowdier in sport mode. It's because the car holds it at high revs, and once it holds at high revs, it's just like slightly a little bit drony. Nowhere near as bad as my old exhaust setup, which was a muffler and resonator delete, and also nowhere near as bad as my muffler delete and Catless Downpipe. But anyway, let me switch it over to sport mode real quick. Okay. You guys probably can't hear it in the clip, but it's noticeably louder in the back. There's a little bit of I wouldn't categorize it as drone. Nowhere near as bad as, again, like my old exhaust setup. But usually when I drive around this with my music on, I hardly even notice it. Again, Catless Downpipe with stop exhaust is still not loud at all. But you do hear a lot of road noise. That is also particularly due to my Yokohama tires, which are very, very sticky. They grip the road very well at the expense of comfort and also at the expense of sound. So if you guys were on stock wheels, stock tires, stock suspension, and no power mods, this is a good benchmark for how a modified car should sound like. So the car is noticeably louder when at 30% RPM. I mean, 30% throttle. But yeah, if it left untouched, the throttle is the car is very, very quiet. Merge. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and for those of you guys who are still very interested, as for channel update, I'm actually parting out my car in 2 weeks. And now I'm not parting out everything. I'm just parting out my power mods. Like the big turbo, flex fuel kit, turbo inlet, etc. It's because I've been driving. Oh god, I fucking hate how tight this is right now. Let me get out of here real quick. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, I've been driving on my slipping transmission with this much power for the last 5 months now, and obviously slipping transmission means that the car's transmission already failed. And it's not a good thing to be driving with this for this long, or at least much longer with the failed transmission. Usually people who have slipping transmission address it right away. However, because I had so much power mods and just installed them all, I was hesitant to take it off. But yeah, finally in 2 weeks during Thanksgiving, I'm gonna go meet with my mechanic. I'm gonna be parting out my mods and flashing the car back to stock. However, I will be leaving my suspension upgrades on the car just so I can still enjoy the handling for a little bit longer. And yep, I'm looking on the search for new cars. However, I'm planning to wait till next year, which is honestly in a couple months, because 2024 is about to come soon. We're just at the start of November right now, but once 2024 comes, I'm hoping that the interest rates for car dealerships will go down. You know, last year, also late 2022, the feds did raise it just to kind of combat the dealerships raising like crazy interest rates on cars. But hopefully it goes down next year, and if so, I'll probably be looking at either a Type R used Fk8 or a used M340i. However, the more I do my research, the more I lean towards the M340i. Oh yeah, guys, also, my bad, I also forgot to include a street driving POV, because previously that was all just driving on the freeway. So I think this is also a good clip you guys should listen to if you do drive day to day and want to hear how it sounds like. Stop, and then in a little bit you guys can hear how it sounds like when I get the car going. Okay, and here's acceleration. Oh man, I forgot this area's got some shitty roads. Let me go over to the right lane. Okay, there we go. And I don't know if you guys could hear the big turbo spooling, but I just wanted to clarify to all of those who wanted a big turbo and were curious about its sound. The one I have is the RV6 red ball bearing. So this is the highest trim big turbo that RV6 is offering for the 1.5 liter turbo Civics. What I have noticed that when compared to the stock turbo is actually a lot louder. I mean, at least when you the intake sounds are a lot louder than the big turbo. The big turbo is, like, I would say like 60% quieter. It's actually kind of disappointing. Back with the stock turbo and the intake and a turbo inlet, it was so much more clear. Now with a big turbo, you can kind of hear it like spool, but again, it's very, very quiet. And to the average non-car person, you know, they would not know what that sound is. You know, they wouldn't even notice it, I feel. A lot of my car friends who were able to sit in the car and enjoy the sounds of me, they said, yeah, again, it's pretty quiet. Man, I remember I used to be able to go like 30% throttle and just like rev out the intake, and it was so cool because you're able to do it on command. But now I have to do like, I have to give it more throttle because it's a bigger turbo and needs more RPM to spool. And even then, like, the exhaust is a lot louder than the intake. But yeah, that's just about it for my street driving. I hope you guys thought this clip was helpful. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.